Time to find the hidden gem. All right, students, this is just a quick video to sort of review what we did in class in regards to this stock choosing strategy. Mainly, the whole idea behind it is just to learn about companies that you've never heard of before. There are thousands of different companies out there that have sold stock, and also to learn about products, things that they produce that you may not even have known as even a product or even knew it existed. So let's take a look here at what we did in class. If you go to ETrade Baby here, an Investor Academy, then you would go to this sectors of the economy industry index. It's going to bring you to this. That's what it looks like. It has all the sectors we talked about, all these different major areas that our companies are kind of grouped into. Remember, each sector contains companies that they produce similar products. Okay, and then in each side of these sectors you find these industries, and now it's further divided, and each industry has companies that produce the same type of product. They're competitors. Okay, so you can see here it was not a very good day today. This is performance going back 52 weeks. This group certainly has had quite the year, especially at the start of the year. Healthcare's had a little bit of a run. Utilities a little bit too, and others have been way down. Okay, you just need to pick one of these categories and start to look to see what's inside. Maybe we want to look at industrials. It's almost kind of even, right? So if we go inside here, now we press the industries button, and you can see these are the industries inside the industrials. Aerospace and defense, machines. I don't know what's up with marine there. Okay. Railroads, things like that. Then you can see how they did for the day. Year to date since January 1, going back 1 year, 52 weeks, December 5th last year, 3 years, and then 5 years. Now remember, when we invest, it's supposed to be for the long term. It's about our future. The game won't quite be that way, so we can be a little more risky because we're just learning and having fun. But in real life, I'd want to look at this 5 year. You can see who's really done well in the last 5 years. All right, let's see, they are not. Okay, all right, so we could do find investments, and here they'll give us a list of some of the top performing stocks. And you can see somebody named Kit. Depository Receipt is a stock that is, I think, offered on a different exchange, like a different stock exchange. And like, I don't know, eHang Holdings, never heard of it. And I'm not sure what exchange they're on. I don't think we can invest in them. Okay? So, not for our stock market game. You're going to have to look at common stock. And we have this Kit. I don't really like the stock quotes on this site, so I'm going to go over here and put Kit in right here, quote lookup. And it's going to bring this company called Nauticus Robotics. All right, you kind of know what they do now. They were up 20% today. It seems like a really good day for them. Not sure why. We could look at some of the news. This is 4 days old, so it doesn't really tell us much about today. Nothing here in regards to like an outlook. Have a little bit of an idea where analysts think it might hit in regards to $9 a share in the next year, an estimate. You can see light trading compared to companies like Apple, right? And you can come down here and see what the company does, where they are. Texas, they're an aerospace and defense industry, and tell you some of what they do. Okay. Sometimes I like to look at the year to date. It's been a good year, not a good year. Well, this is kind of, even, isn't it? They just kind of went along, never really changing more than 20, 30 cents, maybe a little bit there. And then it cratered and now it's kind of down here. So I don't know what to make of something like that. How about Max? Same thing, not a lot of anything, and then all this is happening. So I don't know what's going on there. Doesn't seem like a company I'm interested right now in investing in. Okay, so you guys will make those decisions. This is just an example by going in the industrial sector. You can go into any of these sectors. We're going to back up. Again, one more, and then you can kind of look around in here. Now, there's another way of going around about this, and that is to go to Yahoo Finance. Go here to these three little dots, go down to Industries, and here are those same sectors again, right across the top, that are also here. Except instead of discretionary and staples, remember this is needs, that's wants. Here they call it consumer cyclical, that's wants, and consumer defensive, it's needs. Okay? Well, we could go into maybe the energy sector. And here they're going to list all these different companies down here. And I think if you click on, say, like a column like that, that's going to give you, wow, that's like the guy that had the worst day. Let's change that again one more time. And now we can see who was up for the day. And if you wanted to look at any of these, of course, you can look to see if they're on the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ. If they are not, you can't invest in them. But why don't we look at this TRMD? See, what are they about? Who's TRMD? TRMD. Company called TORM PLC. They're on the NASDAQ. And they had a good day too. You can see their chart for the day. Year to date, they're kind of on the rise. Here's the outlook for them. A 1-year target estimate, which is way higher than that. So that's pretty interesting right there. I wonder how they come up with something like that. You could look to see news, but the last news with them is 3 months ago. Not very helpful. And then you can come down here and see who they are. It's a UK company that is sold on the New York Stock Exchange, or excuse me, the NASDAQ. And you can read a little bit about them. They're a tanker company. They help transport oil worldwide, is what it says. They just opened, it looks like this year, even though the company was founded in 1889. Oh, I'm sorry. As of March, they had 85 ocean-going vessels. Okay, so it's a transportation company in regards to like oil transportation. I'm really intrigued by that number. Okay, so that's how you find a hidden gem. Companies we've never heard of, like TORM, who do things we didn't really ever consider about, like oil transportation. And you got to do a little research. We can look at further than this if we want. Read a little bit about the company, what they do, and talk about it with me at school or with friends. See what they have to say. All right, there you have it. The hidden gem.